thinking, but you've got Taz Nadeem in front of you. You need to be fully fit and fully focused. He's 8th in Hull. The 12-stone boys, 8 fighters, quarters, semis, final. Should be a brilliant night. And I know his coaching team want Taz Nadeem to send a statement to those other fighters looking to win the heist. Big prize of 25 grand on November the 8th. The next GBM night on the zone. Not sure what his corner are thinking, but you've got Taz Nadeem in front of you. You need to be fully fit and fully focused. He's cut as well. He's fighting on instinct a bit here, Dimitru, and Nadeem could be in for another quick finish.
Yeah, this is not the time for your body to give up on you when Taz Nadeem is stalking you to every...
Recordings for DAZN, our own channel. 185 fights a year, just giving a quick promo for DAZN.
185, that's not bad.
Yeah,
not bad at all.
Yeah, almost every other day there's something, isn't there? Bare knuckle fight tonight with James DeGale. And also live here from the Cannon Medical Arena, another grimace from Marius Mihai Dimitru. I'm just not sure how much longer that big light heavyweight body's going to hold up under this force from Nadeem.
Yeah, it looks as if the shot's coming back at Taz Nadeem wants to try and just warn him off rather than really lay down in. And it's right, look, the intent's there, you want to throw, you want to land, but also take a step back, realise where you are, realise what your opponent's bringing to the table, and make sure that when you're throwing and landing, it's something that comes with meaning rather than throwing punches for the sake of punches.
Good work from the Romanian, who's come in at late notice, but he's giving it a go, despite the fact it looked like his body was deserting him. Great effort. Fighters don't need that. Seem to dry up the canvas. A tough enough sport as it is. Sometimes see the boots that haven't been scorched properly and slipping and sliding around the ring, but you've got to mop up the water. Here comes Taz Nadeem again. It's actually turned into quite a good fight, surprisingly.
Yeah, he stood up to what Taz has brought in the second and third round, throwing shots back of his own. You mentioned how tough of a sport it is. One thing you don't need to do is redo it.
The date for your diaries. Taz Nadeem believes he'll walk through everyone. He said he's going to knock everyone out, and then he came off the promo and he didn't realise Mark Dickinson and one or two of the others were sitting there in the audience, and I think he walked rather sheepishly past them. We don't know who's going to be fighting who, the draws on the day. I think Izzy's going to get some knockout bonuses and all sorts, so yeah, it'll be a fun night.
One thing I do know is that if you're to win that tournament, there'll be some big names on the CV, there'll be big career progression after, and there'll be a nice big 25,000 landing in the bank account. So that will be an exciting night on November the 8th.
Yep, Steve Woodall, I know S.A. Smith's in it, I think. It'll be a really good. Shaquille Thompson returns undefeated in 14. We've got Tycee Gallagher, Ellie Hallowell, really good fight for the ladies, and Gladys Krause in a step up against Scott Forrest before the main event, which is Ben Crocker undefeated against Sean McCone, one of the best like welterweights in the world, and down goes Marius Mihai Dimitru, just under the constant pressure really from Taz Nadeem. He looks in his corner to do well to get through this bit. The bell's going to come soon. He's just about all right to carry on. This is Nadeem's moment. He swings and misses. Is the bell going to save Dimitru? It does. And he gets through. Fabio Wardley meet locking horns at the O2. Cannot wait for that one.
Oh, I can't wait. I spoke to Joseph Parker a couple of weeks ago at the launch press conference, and he said to me, I'm not underestimating Fabio Wardley. He is, and percentage-wise, it's factual, the biggest puncher I've ever entered the ring with. So he knows the threat that will be coming back from the Ipswich man. That is going to be an absolute cracker.
Justice Hooney will tell you how hard Fabio Wardley hits. He was winning almost every minute of every round, but it was all she wrote. One right hand, and that's what Fabio Wardley can do and brings to the heavyweight table. Joe Parker in need of a fight. Really good one. A cracking night expected at the O2. Into the 5th round here, Taz Nadeem. Have Marius Dimitru down in the 4th. Can he finish him off here? He'd like to.
Stop boxing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the tempo's slowed a little bit, dipped a touch at the start of this 5th round from Taz. Not sure if he's feeling the effects of his own pressure.
I've got to say, sometimes we don't give these journeymen enough credit, but this Dimitru has sucked it up. He didn't need to do this at 48 hours notice. He could have sat it out after a round or two, but he stood up to some heavy onslaughts from Taz Nadeem. And he looks now as though he wants to try somehow to get through to the final bell so he can fight in the next couple of weeks, because remember, if he gets stopped, he can't fight for a month. Certainly not here.
Well, look, there'll be matchmakers out there watching this fight tonight and probably wanting to send and fire over a few messages to Dimitru about future fights. So this showing of heart, showing of courage will have done him and his career in the away corner the world of good. Trying to explore the options as well going forward. Throwing one up through the guard of Taz Nadeem.
Just frustrated here, Taz Nadeem now. Getting valuable rounds. I think he probably felt that he'd have his man out of there by now. Again, another left hook, and you can see how he's got that vicious streak in him. Downstairs to the body. He wants this stoppage win. Back into the 5th. Down he goes again. And again, his trainer just puts his hands up. I'm not sure he can get through it. He bravely gets to his feet. 10 seconds before the bell. Reece Carter did the right thing there. Izzy Asif applauds. Taz Nadeem does get his 4th stoppage win. It's 7 on the spin in terms of fight.